We are fortunate in this area to have so many of our business leaders that are totally engaged in the community, because it's where we live, it's where we work. These are the people that are part of the institution here. And so we are lucky to have so many business leaders give back and not forget, where they came from. So when I was inducted, it was a beautiful time for me because, as a kid, you don't dream of ever being that successful. And when you achieve it and somebody recognizes you for that achievement, it really makes you feel all the things that I did was worth it. My first couple of years were very, very difficult because it was mostly hard knocks. People didn't expect you as an ex-jock to be a capable business person. So I don't think I was taken seriously in my first couple of years. But by my third year, we started growing. I think people started giving us the kind of respect that was necessary to grow the company. And over 29 years, like I say, we grew the company to over 1,300 people with gross sales that generated probably over $300 million. You learn how to win by losing. You're not always going to win. And if you make mistakes, it's okay as long as you don't make the same mistakes again. From a service standpoint, I always felt a need to give back. And even now today, where I am in my life, I'm still attempting to do that because I now have a mentoring program that I started almost 4 years ago. And it's primarily for black boys who come from tough backgrounds, tough situations. In most cases, there's no man in their life. And a lot of these kids, all they know is their home environment, the neighborhood they live in, the school that they go to, and that's about it.
There are an awful lot of people in Detroit who are watching this renaissance for the city. But it can't happen without the mentors. It can't happen without the people helping other people. We've been doing that forever. Crain Communications has just celebrated its 100th anniversary. So for 100 years, we've been building a business. Leadership in our business is just being able to do what our people do. I think I'm still a reporter at heart. That's my primary job, whether I'm chairman or editor-in-chief. I'm a reporter. Our audiences love scoops. And I try to encourage everybody in all of our publications to practice that, to find as much information as we can to help them do a better job, to help our audience do a better job. I think in terms of leadership and philanthropy, you just jump in and you do it. Somebody said to me, it's going to be sad when we lose this era of leaders. And I said, no, it won't, because I remember when there was Alfred Taubman and Max Fisher and Henry Ford, and everybody said, boy, when they go, it's going to be a terrible time. Well, new leaders came in, and new leaders will always bubble up to the top. And I think junior achievement is one of those things that trains the leaders of tomorrow today. And it's fun to watch kids understand what capitalism is, what a company does. And I just think that it's an extremely important function in our community. If we can communicate to the teenagers of today how business works.
Well, I truly believe the American dream is alive and well, and if you travel the world, so does the rest of the world. I mean, they all want to come here because of the American dream. So it's very real, but it's not for free. You have to work at it. When your father is running a company, my first job, for which I was totally unqualified, was mopping the office on Saturday mornings. I'm not sure how clean the office got, but I think I got a couple of dollars for doing that, which was a huge amount of money, which of course I was required to save. So yeah, I think I started at 8. My father was not real clear on the child labor laws. So for us, the most important thing is safety. The second, of course, is that we want our customers to be satisfied, and we want our employees to be engaged, and it goes through the 9. And the last one is we always do what's right. And we say to people, if you don't know that, call your mother. She'll tell you.
Nobody could have worked harder than my father, and we never had anything. But we had opportunities, and this is why we were successful. But it wasn't because I worked harder. It wasn't because I was smarter. And I don't have enough money to brag. So let's let it be about humility and deference. These were the rules that I followed that allowed me to become a successful person. And they were often principles that I learned from my parents. The value of a good name. My mother and father would say, Johnny, it's better to have a good name than it is to be rich. They would say a good name is something that takes a long time to get, but you can lose it in a short time with some foolish remark or some careless comment. The way I was going to build my company was I was going to hire the best people that I could find. I was going to pay them. I was going to train them to be twice as good as the people they competed with, and I was going to pay them twice as much. And the idea is, if I could do that, I could eliminate turnover. I could attract the best people in town, and if you can eliminate turnover, you can increase quality. And our name became synonymous with quality. The purpose of working is to create wealth, because we feel too often that the purpose of working is to make a good living. And as long as people are just happy to make a good living, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the object of working, I want them to realize, is to create wealth. And I want them to realize that one of the best ways to create wealth is to realize the value of their time and their talents, and to show them how to use their time and their talents to create wealth. And I think that starts when the people are very young, and that's what I'd like to do.
If you get up in the morning and think two things, you think you got here by yourself and you aren't lucky, you're kidding yourself. You've got to be lucky, and you've got to believe in other people helping you. And I really believe this, deep down, education's a changer. It's a change agent for everybody, and probably everybody in this room had a change because they had some education. Not only they had great parents, somebody got them straight and got them in there, but they learned and changed their lives. And they changed certainly education changed my life. It gave me confidence in myself. And when I graduated from college, that's what I really had, was confidence. Well, I think you have to have a basic set of values that just are innately in your soul, that you don't have to decide when a situation occurs. You don't have to decide, is this right or wrong? Should I be in this or not in this? It's just in your sense. Tenacity is a big deal. And you almost, at some point, if you're right, you got to be careful. If you're right, you almost have to have blind tenacity. You just have to say this, put your head down and say, we're going to do this.
I wake up every morning and I look in the mirror and I say, good morning, Florine. Today's going to be a good one. And you can do anything you want if you want to do it bad enough for one day. I ended up being the president of Weight Watchers in 14 states and 3 countries, including Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania. I took my children. I moved to Mexico. I'm a risk taker, and I'm an adventurer. And I look at things and I see a different picture than most people. And I say, yeah, I can make something of that. I can do something. And if I can't, I say, no, I can't, and I walk away. And that's what junior achievement does. It really helps people, helps these young people to experience things in life that's going to help them grow. And by recognizing the leaders that are giving back, and that maybe started out like they did, like they're starting out, and to know that if I can do it, they can do it. I think this is an extremely important thing, and I applaud junior achievement for all the things that you do and for all the recognition that you give to the people that should be recognized. Just keep on doing it. Keep on doing it.
How do we expect kids to grow and to succeed if they don't see something different?